was just about to try to buy that last little pop there. Nice. I would usually be adding higher here if in a different market I would have added higher. Still summertime, you gotta respect that. Morning traders, welcome back. So as you can see here, I traded way too many tickers today, or I don't know, maybe the right amount of tickers. It's super hard to say. Anyway, I think yesterday I said I traded 7 tickers and that was mind blowing. Today I traded 9 tickers, which is just like, that's my all-time record. I never traded this many tickers in one day. And as you can see here, I clearly wasn't on the flow on any one of these tickers. I basically had 1 step forward, 1 step back on most of them. And usually my first trade on ticker is half average size, so very, very small size, like $3,000. So on a lot of these, I just had like a scratch and then nothing happened and I just kind of moved on. That's pretty much why I traded so many tickers and why there's so much like small losses and small profits everywhere. Now, I did have some interesting opportunities like HSDT. I could have actually been the most green on. And let me just show you guys my stats page here for a second and show you guys HSDT. So I had a pretty decent sized loser on this one. And the reason was, and I'll show you guys this in the charts as well in a second, or in the actual TD Ameritrade. But here, I went for this pullback. This was a very small trade. And then I absolutely nailed this move. I bought into the breakout. Didn't add higher, because it's summertime. You want to be safe. You don't want to add into your winners right now. But unfortunately, I actually bought this micro pullback back looking for that last pop. So it would have been, so I basically added higher at that point, and I got, stuck in this move, and eventually I closed out at a pretty bad spot. And this sucked. I just, in one trade, I just gave back all my profits, and this was my biggest share size, 4,000 shares. And then you can see here on the first trades on HSDT, so I have some small winners. But basically at 7:30 a.m., I was already up the most on the day, and I basically just came back to break even. And you can see that with my running P&L. So this was HSDT, then that was the big loss. Then I did some ranging, and then I, made my way back out of the hole and into new highs. But it wasn't like any great trading potential, so I wasn't really excited. And there was one thing that happened today really early on that really got me unexcited. And I'll show you guys that in my recording. So let's go to the recording. And some of you guys were asking me, Alex, where is the recording? I can't find it. If you just go to my Momo account, so yeah, this portfolio, and you just check out the posts. And if you don't know how to get started, just go to Winkler. That's literally just tradejournal.co/Winkler, or you can find me in the community. You can find me in the leaderboards, in the mentors. You can find me all over the place. So go to my portfolio, or go to my profile, then go to my portfolio, and then you'll see my post. And once you're on the post, just go to my recent watch list right here. First week of August with major news. This is where I'm just posting everything. I haven't posted the one from today yet, but you'll just see here. So I basically, all 5 trading days are in this post. We got the watchful trading day recording here. That is from August 1st. And then yesterday, watchful trading recap here, recording here. And then today I'm going to post it. I haven't finished working on this post yet. But yeah, let me show you guys exactly the situation. So RIGL, one of the tickers I traded today, and I am red or green on RIGL. No, actually I did not trade RIGL. I tried to trade RIGL, and look what happened. And this happened with 2 tickers today. So let's quickly go through the play, and let me quickly hide myself. So there, I'm hiding myself.
RIGL popping up.
RIGL pops up, and look at this. Ready? This is ridiculous. I'm typing the Discord. Look at this. Price goes below my limit order and I don't get filled. I'm like, what? So I remove it with the intent of rebuying. Sometimes that happens. This should have been filled. Again, doesn't get filled.
Also didn't get filled there. There's a good chance I am actually filled on this ticker.
At this point, I'm nervous because I was like, maybe in 30 seconds it's going to say I'm filled. So I'm like, uh-oh.
Not a good place to be.
And, then it ends up really running here to, higher and higher, like 40%. I could have been on it, but didn't get it. And then ear, same situation with ear. Look how crazy this is. I go to buy this pullback. Look at this. Ready? Where do I put my limit order? Somewhere here. Oh, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, got it. Price goes. Okay, the entry was fine. It was the exit that was weird. So there was a bit of a glitch there. and then I'm like, okay, well, let me just take a base hit here because I just tripped over myself. I'm not in love with this ticker. So I just end up trying to close this trade. And again, on EAR, the price goes over my limit order to sell this time, and I wasn't able to get out of it. Let's see where it happens here. I'm not sure. It could happen any moment now. I'm still kind of thinking about it. Here we go. I think this is where I try to exit, because then sellers come in. Still thinking about it. I'm waiting for that rip over 1.9 again. That's my goal. So boom, sellers came in. Look at this. I'm slapping the bid, or I'm slapping the ask, and I didn't get filled. Now I slap the ask again. I didn't get filled. And now I'm like, uh-oh, am I just stuck in this position? I'm not getting out, even though I slapped the ask twice. And I'm just putting a limit order here to just watch the price action. And then I slap the ask a third time, and I eventually get out. And this is when I'm writing in the Discord, watch out, guys. So I didn't mean to go to full screen, but yeah, like sketchy stuff, really sketchy stuff. And that was basically the first two tickers I traded today were total mishaps. Or the first two I tried to trade. Technically, I only traded one of them, and that kind of set me up for the day, thinking, ooh, like this is what we got going forward. So I wasn't necessarily excited. Now I did have some okay trades. APDN I did all right on. Look at PSTX, really nice move here. I was thinking about trading it right in this area. I had that last pullback 20% move. I know someone got it for sure. Really nice. I am actually slightly green on PSTX, $20. I traded it here pre-market looking for some momentum. I unfortunately gave back right on my first trade right here. And then it made back those losses here, but we didn't get that final push. So I guess that's what it's trying now. The volume is really nice on PSTX, but I got to actually run here in a second. So this recap video might come out a little bit later. I got an appointment, and I'm trying to squeeze this in ahead of time. So, I mean, that was, APDN. Yeah, that's what I was trying to go to. APDN. Look at the 5-minute. Just look how choppy everything is today. Now, this is the trade worth reviewing as a group here. This is like the most important one. I did a really good job on the front side here. You guys will see this in the recording if you guys are interested in that. I did really good trading here. Now, I was sizing in. I sold into the pops. I bought this pullback I didn't trade. I would take profits because I wasn't adding higher. I did everything right here. And then right here in this trade, I give back half my profits for literally no reason because I'm buying backside move range trade here. So this trade should have never happened. This trade was actually okay because we had a 5-minute breakout right here in this area, and I was buying the 1-minute pullback, but we didn't have continuation. And then here again, this was like almost a front side trade. We had like this 1-minute breakout, but that was it. So I should have never been trading pretty much this just in general. I mean, some of these trades were okay, like this one, but yeah. APDN on this front side, really good to review on the live trading, I would say. But overall, we just didn't have a lot of opportunities. TUP, for example, popped up, and look at this one. I traded a small move here. This was actually good. And then right here, I really edged into this one. Well, actually not even. 600 shares. I think maybe actually 900 shares. So it's okay. But I sold before the real pop. And I wasn't, I made $129. This should have been like a $400 at least trade. So kind of messed up there. Same situation with SOFI. I edged into this move, and I sold right here because I thought we were going to have one last dip, and then it was going to run, and I was going to rebuy. So I didn't get that on SOFI either. So, oh well. MDIA, this ticker was just so hectic. I traded it, look at the 5 minutes, disgusting. I traded right here in this area looking for continuations, but none of them worked. You got to get quick on this, but it didn't have that much volume at first, and then it just died out really fast. I don't know, it was a tough day today. KTRA, similar situation, super sub dollar, popped up, and I went for the pullback, didn't get any bounce, and then I just closed it. I also didn't really get much size. AEMD, also a bit of a scratch trade. Where did I trade this one? I think I traded it. Let's see here. Let's see if I can reset it where it shows up. You know what I could even do is go to my stats and then just look for AEMD. That also works if it doesn't load. I think I traded it right here at like 7:30 or so. Let's see here. AEMD. There it is. Yeah, I only did one quick trade on this one. Yeah, it was right there. Quick pop, went for the pullback, got it, sold some, bought again, sold the rest, and a little bit too soon, but look at that quick volume spike and then just, you know, doji candle and then just starts selling off. So we just don't get that good resolution. So I traded it right here in that area, and I don't know, just not great. AEMD, and a lot of these tickers, oh, that was AEMD. A lot of these tickers we've been just seeing again and again and again and again. PSTX, this is the one we just looked at. This is the one I, you know, could have, should have, would have traded here in this area, but I didn't have time. I did trade it right here. Took a big loss on it at first, and then, you know, made back my losses. But I think I should have been focused on PSTX right when it popped back above VWAP. You know what I should probably start doing is putting like alerts like right here. So when tickers pop over VWAP, I get alerted like I just did, and then I trade it, because those are always really good reversal moves. EAR, this was the one that you guys saw. I just couldn't get out of my position right here. That was really frustrating. And then HSDT, so many tickers today. This is the one that, you know, did well on, and then boom, just dumped on me. And look at this market open move on HSDT, rips up 40%, and then just to give it all back. I mean, this is just traumatizing if you're stuck in that. It got halted several times on the way down too, so not a fun one to be in. I wasn't excited about trading this open because on the 5-minute you can see a perfect triple top here. Yeah, we broke that, but in this market where everything like doesn't hold, I wasn't about to get super aggressive. So I was like, you know, I got to run soon, and I'm up $300, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. That's basically what my thought process was. I have a good risk reward today, but my mistake was just buying a little bit too high on that one ticker. That one trade alone could put me, you know, close to $1,000 profit day. Okay, maybe not 1,000, but like a $700 profit day, which would have been pretty nice. So it's all about keeping your profits. And today I had a low profit margin. Usually my green days are a little bit higher, to like 60% or something like that. So that's really where I made my mistakes. I just gave back too many profits. But yeah, it was hard to pick the right tickers today for sure. So, you know, I took a lot of stabs at a lot of things, but it's summertime, so, you know, don't chase it, and don't add higher. And that's two mistakes that I slightly made today for sure. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. That's all for this recap video. I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.